YouTube? Welcome back to Crash Blade Gaming. I'm your host, Crash, and I have been messing around with Regigigas V for the longest time before I settled on adding in the V-Star. I couldn't get Regigigas V to work very consistently without the V-Star just because the Gigas' attacks are not that good for the early game. You literally have to wait for your opponent to hit you before you can do enough damage to do anything effective. And it's just really easy for an opponent to play around it when you're not one-shotting them. But if you add in the V-Star, it gives you a little bit more flexibility with what you're working with. So I had to throw in the V-Star. I wanted to put in a Regigigas V deck. Maybe I'll get back to it. Maybe I'm just missing something. I don't know. But yeah, that's the basis for this deck and why it's the way it is. I wanted to do Regigigas just plain V, but we're doing the V-Star, so here we go. Let's get into the Pokemon question of the day. Alright friends, we have a first place winner for the Pokemon question of the day, but let's go ahead and go over last video's question. Which Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet closely resembles Tentacool? And if you're like the two commenters that guessed the question, you went ahead and guessed Toedscool. Toedscool is a newer Pokemon that is basically Tentacool but on land, which I think is pretty cool. And if you have the game, go ahead and put this Pokemon as your partner to run around with you, and it's pretty hilarious if I do say so myself. So congratulations to Bad Socks, you win the first place prize, which is awesome. I'll be sending you a trade request sometime this weekend. And Linked Hawkins, you now have 1 point, so you're on your way to getting the second place prize. So keep participating in the Pokemon question of the day, and you'll be the next person to get the second place prize, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and get into this video's question. This Dragon-type Pokemon has super cold air it can breathe to freeze basically anything, even lava. Who is this Pokemon? Go ahead and leave your answer in the comment section down below. The second place prize is still up for grabs, so whoever the next person is to get the 3 points will win that second place prize, and then we'll go ahead and reset all the points again and resume as normal. So yeah, good luck to everybody, and let's go ahead and get to the deck list. Alright folks, we're taking a look at a Regigigas V-Star here with the Giga Impact attack for 3 colors energy, does 230 damage, but we can't attack next turn, not too much of a problem. And then we have the V-Star Power Star Guardian. During your turn, if your opponent has exactly 1 prize card remaining, we can choose one of our opponent's bench Pokemon, discard it, and everything attached to it, so it could come in handy, but it is slightly risky. Now, we are also going to be using the memory capsule here, which allows us to use attacks from our previous evolution, which is a Regigigas V attack. The Angry Whack attack does 100 damage for 3 color energies, and it does an additional 10 damage for each damage counter on the Pokemon, and then we are confused. So, if our opponent hits us for 200 damage, and we have just normal energy on, we can hit them back for 300 damage, which is crazy, because a lot of Pokemon actually hit around the 200 damage range, and they can't one-shot Regigigas that easily. I tried making just a Regigigas V deck without the V-Star, but it's just really hard to get it to work because of, I guess, we don't really have a good initial attack, whereas Regigigas V-Star gives us this 230 damage attack, which comes in handy. It really, really does, and that's why these two work together like that. So, how do we get this to work? Well, we have 1 copy of Dunsparce here, so we have no weakness. We have a 2/2 line of Bibarel, help us draw some cards. 1 Crobat to help draw cards, and we also have a 2/2 line of Rapidash. Now, I chose to put this in here because we are really kind of focusing on the Angry Whack attack and using Giga Impact when we can, or when we need to, really. And then we have this with the Pastel Veil? I don't know. We recover from all special conditions and can't be affected by any special conditions, so we don't get confused, and we can just keep attacking. But I have noticed you might not need to play Galarian Rapidash. You could take out this 4/4 line, or this 2/2 line, and put in other cards, more switching cards maybe. 1 more Bird Keeper, a couple more switches. Or maybe a different way to power up Regigigas. This deck is, you can mess with it. You can play around with it. You can also add in more copies of Sharon's Care as well. I like the new Sharon's Care, by the way. And, you know, get up a heavily damaged Regigigas and then come in and hit for 230 if you wanted to. There are so many options you could do with Regigigas. Let's see, how else do we got this? We got 1 Escape Rope, 2 switches, and a Bird Keeper. This helps us reset our Regigigas attack so he can attack again if we need to. So they come in handy for sure. We also have 1 copy of Radiant Gardevoir. This effectively gives Regigigas V-Star 320 HP, making it that hard to one-shot. This V-Star has 300 HP. We haven't seen that yet. This is the biggest V-Star we've seen. Okay, we got 4 Quick Balls, 4 Ultra Balls, 2 Evolution Incense, 1 Collapsed Stadium, 2 Paths of the Peak. We need Paths of the Peak in certain matchups. Going against Mew, going against Duraludon. Sometimes the Arceus, Lugia for sure. If you can get down an early path, it really helps out. Let's see. We talked about Bird Keeper. We got 1 copy of Boss, 1 copy of Serena, just to add that flexibility in Serena. 4 Marnie and 3 Research. 1 Air Balloon, 2 Memory Capsules that I talked about before, and then we have our energy line. Honestly, I think you can play with this energy line. Maybe you can get rid of the capture energies and only play V-Guard. V-Guard helps so we do 30 less damage from our opponent's Pokemon, effectively giving the Regigigas 350 HP, which is useful. It might even take you out of one-shot range if you're not getting hit for 200. Maybe you're getting hit for 150. You go out of V-Star range. Let's see, if you're going up against an Arceus and they have a double turbo energy, you have Radiant Gardevoir and a V-Guard energy, they're doing minus 70 damage, which puts them at hitting at 130, which means they can't KO you, but you can't KO them in return if they hit you for 130. So you kind of have to play around with the math to make sure they hit you hard enough so when you come back to hit them, you can KO them. So keep that in mind. And then, of course, we have 4 double turbos because it is a 3 energy cost. You could possibly play Melanie without these Ponytas and Rapidash and maybe put in some water energies to maybe not use double turbo and attach turn 1 with one of these energies. Melanie, another energy, and attach 1. That's also another way to play it if you wanted to. I haven't tried that out, but maybe I should. But anyways, that's the deck. Let's just go watch it in action. Ooh, going up against the Crobat. We have a really nice opening hand, though. We can go ahead and capture energy the Gigas. Get ourselves a Bidoof down. Since we see a Crobat, we can play Ponyta. And I want to get out on Radiant Gardevoir, but I want to keep Crobat in my hand. Double Turbo in my hand as well. The Collapsed Stadium can come in handy, so I think I'm going to hold. I can put Gardevoir down any turn. I don't see us getting damaged, like more than 240 HP this turn, so might be okay. Hiding Dark Energy from Crobat, and they pass. Okay, well I win if I just get Regigigas, so let's do that then. Quick Ball away the Switch. Let's just grab Radiant Gardevoir, throw that down, throw down the Collapsed. Crobat for 6, we're just looking for an Ultra Ball. Or Evolution Incense, we got it, and that's the game! This turn 1, Regigigas Donk. Who knew that Regigigas could do this? I did, that's why I built the deck. Ah, they conceded before I could do it! Oh well, there's a win. Okay, we're going second here. Oh no, we're going first. Our opponent chose for us to go first. Ah, very well then. We're going to Ultra Ball away Escape Rope Evo Incense. Get ourselves a Gigas. Surprised our opponent let us go first. We will put down the Gigas and capture energy onto Gigas. That'll get us a Bidoofer. And then we will pass the turn. I'll save the switch for when we actually need to switch out the Dunsparce for Gigas, but we'll see. We have Marnie for next turn. Looks like we're going up against some type of Lost Box deck. We'll see. Greninja, sure. Don't need Dunsparce in this matchup. Dunsparce is just going to take a bench space. Maybe there's a Fighting Energy. We're going up against an amazing rare version, I'm sure. So that's actually pretty good for us. I don't think they can one-shot us very easily, and we one-shot them back with Gigas pretty easily as well. Might be able to get a KO on the Comfy with Regigigas V. Don't necessarily have to evolve. Another Scoop Up Net. Here goes the Lost Zone engine. We could also be up against Duraludon. This could be an Eternatus Lost Zone, but they overbenched a little bit if they want to get 2 Lost Zone pieces down, so maybe not. Maybe this just is your normal amazing rare Lost Zone shenanigans. Ooh, they got rid of 2 Raihans. Heavy Ball gets them nothing. Okay. Marnie's going to be good since they have 8 cards in their hand. They're not going to play anything else. So that's good for us, and we'll see how we fare against Lost Box. I haven't come up against Lost Box in testing too much. Actually, I don't think I have at all. I would like to play the Quick Ball to get something else down, but we will double turbo, switch, and then Marnie. Cool. We're not going to evolve into Regigigas VSTAR just yet, but we are going to play down the rest of these guys so that I can draw a couple more cards with Bibarel here. Rapidash. Oh, we could... No, it's okay. We can evolve next turn. We're going to confuse ourselves here. We can evolve next turn. Not a big worry. There's all of our V-Stars. Hello, welcome to the party, V-Stars. Nice to have you. So next turn we can evolve to get rid of our confusion, which is good. Would like to find Ponyta, but here we are. Can use Serena to get rid of some of these guys and figure out where to go from here. Our opponent plays a Manaphy, but they didn't really need to do that. We don't hit the bench at all. Maybe just trying to thin cards out of their hand. A Raikou goes away. That's a bummer. That would have been a good target for our Regigigas VSTAR if we got with the Serena. Here comes the amazing Rare Raikou and Mirage Gate to it. So we are going to be able to take a KO. I believe this prevents... We can't attack. Okay. We have to keep that in mind as we can't attack. They're going to KO our Bibarel most likely. If they go for the Regigigas V, we're just going to evolve it. Bye-bye, Bibarel. It's good to know you. See you later. Alright. See what we get here. Double Turbo. That's good. Let's go ahead and evolve so we can attack. This also might activate our Star Guardian ability. We'll attach the Double Turbo to V. And we will evolve this one as well. And then we're going to Serena the hand away. Memory Capsule's good. Path to the Peak is okay. Do I hold on to the Memory Capsule? Let's actually go ahead and go for it. Put the Memory Capsule on. Let's Angry Whack. That way we can attack with Giga Impact if we want to. We're confused, but I have a Capture Energy to get a Ponyta down. Too much energy in my hand. So we can attach the Capture Energy to Dunsparce. Don't really want to attach it to Gigas. I want to give them the powerful. We'll see what happens. Maybe I should have kept the Rapidash in hand. On hindsight, but we drew a freaking fistful of energy. We've only seen 2 supporters. So we're due for a supporter at some point. Maybe a Bird Keeper would come handy. We're also down 2 of our 3 switching cards. So we're looking for either Bird Keeper or Switch. They're going to come up with Cramorant this turn, which is fine with me. Or we could also get Sharon's Care. Sharon's Care is also an option. Well, there's 4 outs to this. And we drew a Quick Ball, which happened to be not one of the outs. Let's go ahead and get rid of the V-Guard energy. Good Crobat for 3. Crobat becomes a liability, though. For the Raikou play, there is Rapidash. We have Switch, Bird Keeper, and Sharon's Care in the deck. So you know what? Maybe let's go for it. Put the Capture Energy onto the... If we switch out, we want it on Gigas, don't we? Put that there. Grab a Ponyta. Get Ponyta into play, and then Crobat. 3 cards. No, we don't get it, but we do get a Marnie. Did I see a Collapsed Stadium in there? I don't want Path to stay in play the entire time, but we'll play it. And then we can Marnie. Looking for a Switch. Looking for a Switch. We got the Switch. Perfect. We can switch into Regigigas VSTAR. And use Giga Impact. We have Rapidash, which is good. Maybe I should play Lumineon in this deck. Research is good. Cool. Cool. We're good. We're looking good. We still have the other V-Star, right? Did I discard it? I did. Okay. So we're down our last V-Star, but we have Regigigas V, which is fine. I don't see them being able to do more than 240 damage. And our Star Guardian ability might not come in. Do they get to choose? I can choose one of the bench Pokemon. I did show off their Greninja, so hopefully that stops their draw a little bit. I get to choose the bench Pokemon they have to discard, which would be hilarious. But, who knows? This is a decently close matchup. They just passed. They don't have an attack this turn. And they concede. Alright, since they didn't get an attack, they figured we were just going to run away with it. And I don't blame them. We're already pretty far ahead on the prize trade. Our opponent starts with a Crobat again, and we start with Radiant Gardevoir. We do have Marnie though, so that might help us get an energy onto Regigigas. Let's see what our opponent is playing. Quick Ball from our opponent gets rid of a Quick Ball. Or what? What are you getting? I'm nervous about this hand. It's not a good hand since we don't have Gigas. A Quick Ball or Regigigas top deck would be fantastic. I can set up Bibarel. Hold off on the Radiant, or not Radiant, Hisuian Rapidash, possibly Arceus. Okay. Arceus doesn't one-shot. We one-shot Arceus when they hit us with 180. Ooh, Fighting Energy. Uh-oh. Worried about that a little bit. This could be a Duraludon deck. We top-decked the Regigigas. Awesome. Let's do that. Let's throw down the capture. Let's get the Bidoofer. And let's go ahead and Marnie. Cool, I don't mind Radiant Gardevoir going down just right now. Ponyta as well. And we have an out to a Crobat for next turn. So we'll go there, we'll attach Memory Capsule and pass. I can go with Regigigas VSTAR next turn if I wanted to. And then Crobat, if they don't play down a Path to the Peak. Here's an Evo Instance, here comes Arceus VSTAR. If they hit into my Regigigas V, if they boss it and they hit into it, we might be able to KO it. Touch energy to the Crobat, a grass energy as well. Is this some kind of Arceus VSTAR box deck? Gonna want to get down Dunsparce then. If they get down a fighting Pokemon. See what they VSTAR power for. They're gonna get a double turbo and something else. Could be a boss. They could get rid of Radiant Gardevoir. Us losing Radiant Gardevoir it's kind of a problem. Because then we're not taking any less damage. We'd have to get like our V-Guard energies out. Alright, our opponent got 2 cards. Maybe they hit into Gigas this turn. Ho-Oh. Okay. It is a Ho-Oh deck, so we're not worried about Dunsparce then. So then maybe they didn't get a boss and they're just going to KO the Gardevoir. Or they didn't get a double turbo energy? Interesting. I have another turn to wait then. Let's do this. Let's go into VSTAR. Quick Ball. Grab ourselves a non-existent Crobat. Okay. And we're in top deck mode because our Crobat's prized. Oh, why did I see that when I played the capture energy? Oh no. Well, good thing they used their V-Star power to not have a supporter. So maybe a misplay from our opponent. They would have been able to two-shot a Regigigas. They had the double turbo, but they had attached the grass energy to Crobat. That's right, to retreat it. There's the Trinity Nova. Oh man, we are in top deck mode for sure. They're gonna hit us for 180, and if we just get any energy, we can KO them back. So we kind of have 2 turns. Actually, how much does Ho-Oh do? 30 more damage for each basic. So 130, 160, 190. Okay. Top deck, what do we got? Double turbo energy. We are going to... I can attach the DTE and use Giga Impact, or I can just hammer in and save the DTE for next turn, or I can play the Gigas and DTE down here and still use hammer in and hope for a good top deck, but I don't want to hope for a good top deck, so we're just going to hammer in, I'm not gonna display I have the energy for the KO. We hit for 70. So we can expect Gigas to go down next turn. Oh man, we haven't seen a supporter, except for the Marnie I played. That put us in an awkward position. Crobat being prized put us in an awkward position. This Ho-Oh is going to come up and blow anything up. So it only has 230 HP, so I could KO it with a V-Star if I wanted to. Just a little stuck. And so is our opponent. Neither of us have gotten any supporters, really. But we're going to be able to take the first prizes if they hit into us with Arceus, and they do. Hit us for 180. It's just enough for us to KO them. See if top deck gives me a research. Alright, they're powering up the other Arceus, which I like. Maybe they're only playing that many different types of energies. So Ho-Oh only does a certain amount of damage. We get an Ultra Ball. I'm going to play the Ultra Ball because that gets us a Bibarel. And a Bibarel could probably get us an energy. Doesn't, but it does get us another Regigigas. Another Ultra Ball is fine. Get rid of those. Go grab a Ponyta. Rapidash, I should say. So we can evolve this. And research should get us an energy. Okay, there's a V-Guard. An Escape Rope. Ooh. Which HP do I have? 120. I can KO something on the bench. Or... we're not going to have an attacker for next turn. I'm only doing 70 damage if I don't attach. Guess I don't really have much of a choice here. Attach the V-Guard energy, and we'll hold the rest of the hand. Could just give us the Crobat. I don't want to KO the Crobat. Let's just do Angry Whack. Take the KO. See what we get off the prizes. Quick Ball. I think we're out of Gigases anyways. Crobat. Yeah, I discarded 2 Gigases, so these are our last 2 guys. We gotta win with these guys. I'd hate to give him another single prizer, because then I can't use Star Guardian. Gonna go down to 3 prizes remaining. Maybe if I give him a Crobat. Let them KO the Crobat. Ooh, that Vulpix is a problem. But I can work around it, I think. Raihan to the Vulpix. I think I'm making a big brain move here. So, I could Star Guardian. I'm trying to think. I have to give him a Pokemon next turn so I can charge up the Regigigas. I'm thinking about giving them Crobats. They Raihan a Grass Energy to Vulpix. Water Energy's on Ho-Oh. They might not play another one. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they play 2 of every energy at least. Well, they played 3 Grass Energies. We can't hit Vulpix. I want to keep the Escape Rope and the Serena. Quick Ball away Dunsparce, Ultra Ball away other stuff, and Crobat. Need another memory capsule too. Okay, let's bring up the Bibarel. Sharon's Care is nice. Quick Ball Dunsparce. Ultra Ball away. Ponyta Ultra Ball. Grab Gigas VSTAR. Play that. Play the Air Balloon on Bibarel. Play the Crobat. We need an energy as well. Oh, we don't hit an energy. Would have really liked to have kept the hand. Collapsed Stadium. Have to Marnie here. I need energy because this doesn't work without energy. There's an energy. Bird Keeper's good too. Okay. Attach the energy to Gigas. Well, wait a minute. Evo Incense, we'll just burn that. What do we have left? We have 2 powerful, so it's possible we get a powerful. We still have Bibarel's ability, right? We do. Quick Ball away Rapidash. I don't have another Bibarel in the deck, so no reason to get out Bidoof. And let's see if we can get powerful energy. Don't. We get a path, though. Path doesn't matter. So we have to play double turbo. And we want to retreat into Crobat. And pass. I'm giving them Crobat. I want them to KO Crobat. Because I can start Guardian next turn. Discard maybe the Arceus? We can discard the Arceus and possibly KO the Ho-Oh if I get a powerful energy out of 16 cards. Oh, they're going to retreat with the Ho-Oh. Okay. Are they going to retreat the Ho-Oh? Capture energy on the Vulpix. If they Marnie us, I might be a little upset. No, we Marnied a Serena away, right? But we quick balled, so that might be my only Serena. Where's the boss? I have boss and Serena. I haven't played either. Serena's in hand, so boss might be in deck or it might be prized. Probably need to start prize checking my stuff. We're trying to get him to fall for the Star Guardian. They're thinking about it. They can KO this Crobat with... Uh-oh. Flygon. Okay, Flygon doesn't really matter. Don't care about Flygon. It's a good inclusion for this deck. I like their idea. Kind of is an Arceus box deck. Professor's Research. No boss. Okay. They could have an Escape Rope, though. They're looking for Vulpix VSTAR and a Water Energy. I can KO the Arceus if it hits into me. I can KO the Ho-Oh this coming turn if I draw a powerful energy. And that's the big if. Okay, Rainbow Burn. Alright. 1 prize remaining. We can use Star Guardian. We top deck the powerful energy. Okay, hold on. 230. Oh, but we can't attack next turn, but that's why I have switches. Minus 20. Powerful energy does plus 20, right? Does plus 20, so I'm hitting 230. Okay. So I KO the Ho-Oh. I Star Guardian the Vulpix away. They can't hit 300. And we win. I can choose one of my opponent's bench Pokemon, they discard it, and I'll attach cards. Okay. Star Guardian. Let's get rid of the Vulpix because we have an ability. Attach powerful energy. Switch into the Regigigas. Play Path. Draw a couple more cards. Okay, don't play a supporter and we'll just Giga Impact, take the KO. And they cannot return KO us. And we just have 2 prizes remaining. Oh, we have Boston Serena in hand, so if we get Marnie, that's going to suck. We have Bird Keeper and Switch in hand. I think we've burned a Switch already. We've burned one Switch. There's also an Escape Rope that I didn't play yet, and I didn't get rid of it, right? There's no Escape Rope. Okay. 13 cards. If we get Marnied, there's a chance we hit into an Escape Rope, which wins us the game. If they have Boss, though, we lose. We haven't seen them play a Boss. This is the gamble I took. If they have Boss, we lose, though, because they can just KO one of my single prizers. Playing a Choice Belt, that's 230 damage. Not enough to KO V-Star. We can't attack next turn because we used Giga Impact. So they might be thinking I don't have it. Do they have Boss? I mean, their hand is huge, but they still have 21 cards left, and they could only be playing like 1 or 2. This is very, very close. They don't have Boss! We have Game! They hit us for 238 damage. We're going to KO this Arceus. We're going to hit him for 330 damage? I was going to say 350 for Powerful Energy. 350 with Powerful Energy. We're going to hit him for 350. Woo! They did have Boss. Maybe they only play Serena. Oh, man. Alright, we got Game, folks. We did it. We pulled through, thankfully. Let's Powerful Energy. Bird Keeper. Oh, we needed Memory Capsule. I forgot about that. We did need Memory Capsule. Angry Whack with the Memory Capsule because I totally forgot about that. And we hit it for 350 damage. Taking the dub. That Star Guardian ability, don't underestimate it, but it's very risky, I promise you. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching Regigigas V and V-Star do work against our opponent's decks. We even played a pretty interesting Arceus box deck, which came down to the wire. It was very, very, how do you say, I guess just like exhilarating and like nerve-breaking at the end. So had a good time playing the deck, and it's a fun deck, so it'll be in the description down below as well if you are interested in the deck. And yeah, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. If you like the content, leave a thumbs up, really helps the exposure, and we'll see you next time on Crash Blade Gaming.